Hi, my name's Richard Menino. I'm the art director at Rockham, and I was tasked with helping create the culture here, and I figured what better way to do that with a 20-foot sign that displays our mantra of a sock for every story.
That essentially means that no matter what you're a fan of, whether it's sports or entertainment or even a picture of your dog, we want to have a sock that represents you and your personality.
So the original idea behind this sign was, it was supposed to actually be like a mural piece. It was going to be one continuous image all the way across. I kind of looked into the logistics of it. Yardley and I kind of brainstormed for a bit. Wasn't really coming out exactly how we envisioned. So then I started to think, what are some other ways? Got with Rob and Yardley's help, and then we kind of came up with like, oh, maybe we can just dye some original socks or something. So I did a few as a test run. It turned out pretty good. And then we decided to involve the whole company.
We got our whole team involved in going back to the company's origins, which started in my dorm room. I was just dip dyeing socks and selling them on eBay. And so to have everyone here doing that and making their own dip dyed socks was really cool.
We started getting all these socks dyed. Everyone had a hand in it. Then talking more with Rob, he's like, why don't we start mixing in some actual full color printed ones? And then we brainstormed a little bit more, and he said, let's try and get some graphic socks. And I think with all of our ideas combined, it ended up being incredible because we ended up getting graphic socks in there with the designs that everyone here got to pick. The whole story got based off doing the whole printing process of CMYK. And it's pretty neat how it lines up. If you look at the print heads on the printers, it runs the exact same way. It's our printing process, and it shows all the the important colors that make up literally every single graphic sock we have.
I think Richard's back there with a hammer and a chisel, and he is chiseling marble. And it's going to be of polyester, the sock, and holding hands with Rob Starkman.
I am expecting a sign, but realistically it's probably more sports equipment.
So I expect something big because they've been hyping it up, talking a big game, but if it's some joke or something like that, I would not be surprised.
No, I know it's something because I've seen the work that Richard has put in for this sign, and I know we all had a hand in making some of the socks for it, so I'm expecting to see those.
I'm skeptical. We've been pranked before. We have the gold sock prank from a few years ago, and I'm a little skeptical. There's a lot of hype going into this. It's either going to be really good, really big, or we're all getting pranked.
Yeah, so I actually got to work on the project, so I know a little bit more about it than a lot of people do. But I'm really excited for everybody to see how it shows the progression of Rockham's history, and there's a little piece of every person that's worked here and works here in the project.
I've been fortunate to see it from the kind of the concept phase up until it started to get built, so I haven't seen the whole thing yet. And it's extremely exciting because it's a massive, massive piece. A lot of people were involved in the making of it, and it definitely tells a lot of the history of Rockham. So I think it's going to be, especially because it's one of the first things that people see when they walk into our facilities, I think it's going to blow people away. So I'm very excited to finally get a look at it. Just as a way to continue to spruce up our headquarters and continue to inject Rockham DNA all across the entire building. And he's been toiling away at this. He's been putting a lot of hard work in. So a major shout out to the effort from Rich.
Well, here we are. Finally wrapped it up. It's actually pretty insane to see on the wall this big, considering I was out there for weeks. And yeah, I'm in front of it looking at it on a table, but it's laying on its back, and kind of jarring almost to look at it when you see it spanning 20 feet across this room. But more so, what was the best feeling? It was just seeing everyone's reaction. It was super cool. I love seeing just like Rob light up. I love seeing what people thought the design was going to be, or what they thought the design was going to be, even though they were the ones contributing to it and helping with all the different designs and everything, and picking out the colors. It was a really good feeling, and I just, I'm so glad I got to have a big hand in this, and I'm just proud of everyone that got to actually help me out with it.
Another really incredible detail is the fact that we've hidden different types of socks over the years. So whether it was another brand that we were, dip dyeing or printing on, or whether it was our first sock that we came to the market with, or all the iterations that have come after that, I think we've got about 4 or 5 different socks on there that really represent the product of Rock'em. So we have the production, we have the product, and the last piece is the design. So we went to a lot of our teammates here, and we had people choose a design that means something to them. They choose the color that they can represent it in. So you'll find these little hidden Easter eggs that, one of our teammates can come to work every single day and say, like, yeah, that's me, that's my piece of this company at this moment in time. So that, along with the fact that we hid some of the white blank socks in there, it's really cool to kind of see the entire process from start to finish. So we've got production, we've got product, we've got our teammates, which is our people, and then we've got that kind of history across the board. And we've got over 350 different socks on there, each telling a different, unique part of our story. So this piece is incredibly special to not only the people that work here, the entire company, the history of it, and what our kind of North Star is for continuing to move forward.